Why, hello everyone, bienvenue. Welcome to Sports Den. We're your hosts. This is JW.
Hola.
And I am Kenton Kipp. And Jeff couldn't be here today, but he did leave a note. Don't forget milk on your way home. Actually, that one's from my wife, but so Jeff didn't leave a note, but hopefully he'll be here next week.
Still an excused absence.
Yeah, excused. I got a note. It's somewhere around here, so it's an excused absence, so he won't be flogged this time.
Don't worry about it.
Yep. But and we're hoping to have a season finale show.
Yep. You can't end a season without a season finale,
So
one way or another.
This is episode 33. Yeah, we've never had 33 episodes in a season before. We've had 30. I think 31 was the absolute record. So
wait. So
What?
we set a record last week and we didn't even celebrate?
That's correct.
I feel like that. I feel like we let an opportunity slip away for some dancing or anything. Really?
Well, you can dance. Go ahead.
You can dance if you
We're
want
watching.
to.
Yeah. If you
No,
want
I'm
to.
all right. I'm all right. It was last week. You can't celebrate the second after.
All right, here we
the
go. The
record.
Wayback Machine. Here we go. All right, welcome to episode 32.
Yeah!
Record. Hey.
Woo!
All right,
Okay.
coming back. Episode 33, and still, it's a new record.
Still
yeah,
episode-
we've never had 33 episodes before. Also,
Glad I
we've
danced
got-
last week.
we could do this all day. But don't worry, we won't. We've got lacrosse to talk about.
Plenty of lacrosse.
Yeah, Centennial and Blaine, they met up in both girls lacrosse and boys lacrosse. Going back to Saturday, it was boys lacrosse.
Rivalry week.
Rivalry week indeed. As it was boys lacrosse, Centennial, hosted by the Bengals.
Bengals trying to run down the top spot in the Northwest Suburban.
Yeah, they have two conference losses, so they're behind Champlin. They lost to Maple Grove and Champlin Park. They're trying to finish strong going into playoffs. Almost 10:30 without a score. Finally put one on the board. Centennial's Blake Manning scores a goal. And the Cougars took a 1-0 lead. Don't get used to it. The Bengals would respond. Seconds left in the first quarter. The old scoop shot. Brady Kennelly ties it up with mere seconds left. The old field hockey style. Then we go into the second. John Hickey, he's good at lacrosse. He gives the Bengals their first lead. They would not look back. 2-1 Bengals. It goes on from there. Rich Girad's goalie in hockey, lacrosse. He's a guy that takes the shots rather than taking the shots, if you know what I mean. The old one-hopper here. Nice goal, 3-1 Bengals. They held a 4-1 lead at the half. And then less than 2 minutes into the second half, John Hickey strikes again. The one-hopper from Hickey. The Bengals up 5-1. Bengals score 7 goals in the third quarter. What? You have a 10-1 lead. John Hickey right here makes it 10-1 as he secures the hat trick. The Cougars, there's no turtleneck strong enough to withstand John Hickey and his advances on the goal. Cougars get one more. Colin Hawk, 12-2 the final score. You heard from you victorious Bengals.
Sans turtleneck.
Just great being able to play with these younger kids. They have great talent, and I know they're going to be a great team in these upcoming years. It's just great to play with them, tutor them a little bit.
Well, my boys just feed me really well, and we had a one-man-up goal, and I just didn't put it lower corner. That's what Swart taught us to do. And my other one was a roll dodge and a shot and went in.
And it went in. The Rebels at the top of the conference. They're undefeated. That means they haven't lost yet because they never lost this season. Maple Grove right behind them. They've only lost to Champlin Park, and Blaine has only lost to Champlin Park and Maple Grove. So everything worked out there. Blaine 9-2 in conference, 9-2 overall. Centennial 5-6, and Sterling Park 4-0.
The Blaine Bengals, as they try and close that gap with some games remaining, do have regular season matchups still to go in lacrosse. Coon Rapids, that's later on tonight. Rosemount as well. That's out of conference, so it won't do them much good. And then they get into sectional tournament play.
Yeah, don't hit enter too fast. It's playoff time for the Spring Lake Park Panthers. That's right, playoffs. 7A playoffs, the quarter, semis, and finals. Catch the fever.
the fever still a bit off for the Centennial Cougars. They have Champlain Park. They can help out the Bengals cause. That's 7 o'clock tonight.
Why would they want to do that?
Hey, why not? You want to get a win going into the quarterfinals, which they'll then have up next, and then potentially the semifinals of Section 7A.
Yes, Champlain Park could grab the brass ring with the conference title.
Why is the ring always brass? Why are we always reaching for brass rings? Aren't there better metals out there?
Yeah, well, gold is reserved for marriage.
Okay.
I believe that firmly, that gold is for marriage.
Gold is for marriage. Brass is for boys lacrosse. I don't know what they...
Conference championships.
Conference championships, sorry, of any kind. Girls lacrosse, they're coming down the stretch of their conference championships. And wouldn't you know it, we have Blaine and Centennial highlights from the girls' side of Rivalry Week, with the Blaine Bengals still in the same spot as the boys' team was, trying to climb the ladder in the Northwest Suburban Conference.
And grab that brass ring.
Grab the brass ring. Takes us to Monday at Centennial High School. Blaine jumped out to a 2-1 lead, and that was in the first half. Then Annie Burns, look what I found right in front of the net. She ties it up at 2. The Cougars were looking pretty good in this game late in the first. Then with just seconds to go, it's Marina Canner who takes it off the face-off, and boom, just like that, in the span of about 20 seconds, it's a 3-2 Centennial lead. Bengals, though, would respond early in the second half. Gina Roseville, she ties the game, the feed, and then in front, and she is able to slam it past the goalkeeper, and the Bengals tie it again. This comes back to Isabella Earn for the Bengals, as they were able to get on the board to make it a 3-3 game. Then Isabella Earn gives the Bengals the lead. That was her second goal of the game. Goes low, nice bouncing shot.
Boy, she
It's
earned that.
4-3. She sure enough did. Claire Carlson would tie the game at 4 apiece with her second goal of the day, and then why wait? Goes right back and makes it a 5-4 Cougar lead with her third goal of the day. What do we call that? A hat trick. Carlson, that was the last sign of good, though. The Bengals went off to rattle 6 straight goals to take a 10-5 lead. Then Gabby Rosenthal with the 7th in a row for the Bengals. And look at this little backhanded, underhanded scoop shot. Rosenthal puts the Bengals up. They were up for good. It would go down to a 4-point lead right here, but Peyton Moore gets a little more. 3-0 Cougar run stopped by that goal. Bengals win it 12-9.
Stops a little run for Centennial, who could be feeling like they...
What do you find works best to get your scoring going?
I think just controlling the ball and moving it around and having our teammates help us out too and just getting it in the net.
It helps best when we set up a play and then you cut through and then you get a good pass from Ashley.
The standings in the Northwest Suburban Conference for the girls, Kenton.
Yep.
Again, there's some similarities there.
Oh yes, Coon Rapids undefeated in conference. They won non-conference loss, but who cares about that? Champlain Park right behind them, along with the Bengals, trying to climb that proverbial ladder. As you mentioned, 8-3 in conference, 9-3 overall. Centennial down there, along with Spring Lake Park. Centennial 3-7 in conference. Spring Lake Park 2-9 in conference, 3-9 overall. Right ahead of Totino Grace.
Right ahead of Totino Grace is at the bottom of those conference standings. By the way, the Ashley that she mentioned in that highlight, Ashley Osbeck,
Yes.
who has over 40 assists this season.
Coming close to 50. I think she can do it. I think she will do it.
She can
50
get
assists
to
this year.
50. Ashley Osbeck, she's also got 20 some odd goals, but that's why you just say we set up a play and then Ashley gets us a pass, because that's what Ashley Osbeck has been doing all season.
Play is pass to Ashley. Ashley's going to run around and pass it to the person that scores the goal.
Be ready to get it back from Ashley.
Yeah. And be ready when Ashley passes to you to score the goal. And Ashley gets the assist, you get the goal, everybody wins, especially the Bengals.
Schedules, like we said, there's chances for Ashley Osbeck to get 50 goals. That's because all of our teams, well, except for Spring Lake Park, have at least one game left.
Yep, Centennial will be facing Champlain Park. That is on the road tonight. And then playoffs begin next Wednesday. We'll have the brackets for you next week, right before the playoffs start.
Playoffs still on the horizon for the Blaine Bengals, but first they take on those Coon Rapids Cardinals, who are at the top of the Northwest Suburban Conference standings, as you just saw, and that is tonight.
That sure is. And then Spring Lake Park, Playoff time. That's right. Start next Wednesday with the quarterfinals. And then should they advance? Well, semifinals right after that. Catch the fever.
And the brass ring is right out there in front of them after.
Well,
the
Coon
finals.
Rapids kind of has the brass ring for the.
That's
we'll
right.
see.
You were talking
Yeah,
about
yeah.
conference.
You could still maybe tarnish their brass ring by beating them right at the end of the year. I think Blaine would like to do that.
Right? Tarnish away.
Yeah.
Make them go get that turtle wax
Yeah.
and shine it up.
Yeah, polish that.
Yep.
Because we just put a smudge in it. Deal with it.
Smudges are the worst.
They're pretty bad.
Yeah.
Tennis, though, is good. And they just wrapped up the team tournament. And it was, as expected, the number 1 seed, Mounds View, advancing to the finals and winning. So Mounds View defeated Blaine in the semifinal, who was the 4 seed. Centennial was the 3 seed. They lost to Maple Grove, who was the 2 seed. And then Mounds View defeated Maple Grove in the section final. So we've got the singles and the doubles tournaments starting this weekend. We don't have the names of the participants yet. They're not posted.
Right.
But we will have Blaine, Centennial, and Spring Lake Park singles and doubles teams in that tournament, so stay tuned for that.
Well, take a bow, the people that seeded that the team tournament. I mean, everything came down. The top 4 teams were in the semis. The top 2 teams were in the finals.
Yep.
And the number 1 seed
And a
won
close
it.
matchup
Yeah.
on the 2 and 3 seeds. Centennial barely lost to Maple Grove, who was the 2 seed, 4-3. So
Great
hats
season
off
for Blaine and
to
Centennial. Yeah.
hats off to them. And now the individual tournaments will be starting, as we said. Baseline Tennis Center. If you want to watch some tennis from Section 5 AA, from the singles and doubles tournaments, go to the Baseline Tennis Center, as Friday the 22nd is going to have the first 3 rounds, and then there's some championships on the 27th, so look forward to that. Same thing with the doubles, I believe, so that is also happening at the Baseline Tennis Center.
That's where it all goes down.
Yep, that's where you can see it all. It all goes down there.
Down
That's where it
there
all goes-
below us.
It all goes down there. In Spring Lake Park, same thing. They're also part of 5 AA in Blaine. They're
Yep.
down there. If you look down there, that's the information
Where?
down there.
Oh,
Yeah, if you look all the way over the desk, you'll see
it's
it.
there?
It's on the,
should
yeah,
I,
yeah.
should I like get up
No,
and lean
don't,
over?
don't.
Oh, no.
I don't want the desk to fall over again. We don't need another incident.
Again.
No,
Jeff,
want that.
oh wait, he's not even here.
Yeah. So now, baseball playoffs.
Playoffs.
They're starting now. Let's take a look at the final conference standings in the Northwest Suburban Conference Baseball. Totino Grace on top. Look at that. 1 game edge over the Maple Grove Crimson. Centennial right there with them, 10-3. They just lost by a game as well to the Totino Grace Eagles, who grabbed the brass ring. And then Blaine, 8-5, 11-8 overall. Spring Lake Park, 5-8 in conference and 7-13 overall. You know what? All those teams, almost everybody in that conference, well, they're in the same section. 5-3A,
Fancy
JW.
that. And the 5-3A section play-in round looks like this. 8-9, Osseo Rogers. 5-12, Blaine Park Center. 11-6, Irondale King Rapids. 7-10 is Spring Lake Park, Champlin Park. You've got Mounds View as the 1 seed. Maple Grove is the 2 seed. Totino Grace as the 3 seed. And Centennial as the 4 seed. All of that coming down to the quarterfinals, which will be on the 25th of May at Wintercrest. And it is a long road. You get the double elimination
Yep.
after
Oh,
that play-in
yeah.
round. So
Oh, yeah.
it takes a little while, but it's good to let baseball play out that
Yeah,
way. And
it is. You really have to let baseball play out that way.
Yep.
That's the best option.
That's how they put it
Yeah.
together.
Talk about your bracket upgrade. Whoa, nice. Good work. Now for softball, they also have playoffs actually going on right now. They were supposed to start on Monday, and they moved to Tuesday because Monday was really cold and windy. And let's take a look at the final
decide.
conference standings in the Northwest Suburban. Maple Grove, man, they are good at softball. 13-0 good. 18-2 overall. Anoka behind them by 1 game, 12-1. Spring Lake Park, 8-5 in conference, 12-5 overall. Centennial, above 500, way to go, 7-6, and 10-9 overall. Bengals 5-8 in conference, 5-11 overall. A lot of these teams also in Section 5 AA for softball as well, 5-3A for softball.
When you end up with a 14-team conference, that's going to happen. As far as your 5-3A softball brackets, finals already there. Coon Rapids, the 9 seed, the only upset in the play-in round. Osseo, the 5 wins. Irondale wins over Totino Grace. We'll see the Knights later. Blaine loses 11-1 to Centennial. So Centennial now draws number 2 Rogers, who is a run-scoring machine this year. 3-6 is Irondale Spring Lake Park, which we have here on North Metro TV later on. 5-4 Osseo Park Center. 9-1 is Maple Grove and Coon Rapids. And the quarterfinals will be on the 21st, which is Thursday, and that'll be at the glorious Rice Creek softball fields.
Yeah, so we will be going out to that Spring Lake Park Irondale game, and that's why we're doing a little bit of an early show so we can cover that game as well.
Right.
And we'll have highlights for you next week, and we'll have that game for you on North Metro TV, probably airing tomorrow is my guess, and then several times you can check out northmetrotv.com for playback times of the Spring Lake Park Irondale game. Well, JW, I don't know what Matt wants to know this week, but do you know what Matt wants to know this week?
I do know what Matt wants to know.
Tell us. I want to know
one of the
what
many
you know
things
what Matt wants to know.
That Matt wants to know is why, speaking of softball, why are softballs neon green?
Oh, that's a good question.
Or
yeah, you said
I
yellow.
said yellow originally.
It's kind of green. What highlight marker are they using? That's what I want to know. Matt wants to know why they're that color. I want to know what color they are.
And how big of a highlighter you have to use the color.
Are they neon yellow? Are they neon green? Do they glow in the dark? I want to know. These are questions. I have follow-up questions.
So if you know the answer to the main question or any of his follow-up questions, do let us know by next week, as we always do. We've got an answer to what Matt wanted to know last week.
Yes.
Coming up on the other side. It has nothing to do with highlighters.
No. But we will be back, but without any more highlights.
No
We're
more
done.
highlights
Sorry.
or highlighters.
No more highlights.
Not even this one.
Nope. Off you go. We'll be back with more Sports Den with no highlighters.
Known for its vineyards and hilltop villages, Umbria is also known for its delicious tasting pizza. Made traditionally from the finest ingredients, Umbria Pizzeria will make you taste the difference, smell the love, and transport you to Italy.
La cena è pronta.
Dinner's ready.
You might even begin to feel like an Italian.
Delicioso.
Umbria Pizzeria, turning taste into memories.
Get your summer off to a flying start. Lots to see and do, on the ground and in the air. Some of the world's most amazing and exciting aircraft are headed your way. Discover Aviation Days, Saturday and Sunday at the Blaine Airport.
Welcome back to Sportson, everyone.
What I want to know, have you ever flown a bi-wing plane?
They don't let me fly planes
me neither.
because I am not qualified to fly a plane.
Bi-wing, tri-wing, no sort of wing.
No. Fixed wing, broken wing, nope, nothing.
I might let you fly that one. See what happens. Put Kenton up there in that one.
I suppose they probably would let me do that, but I didn't ask, so we'll never know.
What Matt wanted to know last week. This week, it's about highlighters and softballs. What Matt wanted to know last week, what were the origins of Little League Baseball? Turns out, we found out, and Matt knows now, that it was Carl Stotts who invented Little League Baseball, or first put Little League Baseball together in Pennsylvania. Thus, if you're following along with us at home, the Little League World Series is in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. So that all comes together. I love it when a plan comes together, as Hannibal once said.
Classic Carl.
Classic Carl.
Yeah, did you get a haircut?
I did get a haircut.
Nice.
Yesterday.
Classic Carl. All right, we've got
Not in Pennsylvania, though.
No. Have you been to Pennsylvania?
Actually, no.
A lot of old buildings there. Yeah.
Never been to Pennsylvania.
Hundreds of years old.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pennsylvania Dutch, the Amish, they make a lot of fireplace manufacturing places.
I went to Amish country.
Yeah?
Yeah. Brought my passport and everything.
Did you have to leave your car at the border?
No.
Right. They still let you drive.
Yeah, I drove.
Just no electronic.
You're supposed to honk a lot to make sure they know you're there, because they're Amish.
Good.
Track and field. Spring Lake Park Track and Field. They got conference finals at Coon Rapids High School. That's 3 p.m. Thursday, and then they're at Hamlin for the 5AA prelims, and then there's 5AA finals after the prelims.
Nobody does track and field like the Amish, first of all. Let's put that in there. Same schedule for the Blaine track and field at Coon Rapids for the conference finals, Hamlin sections, all of that.
Yeah. You should see their stopwatches.
Sundials.
Yep, they measure the sundials with pencil marks.
That's how they measure me in the mile.
That's how they measure me in the 100 meters. Cougars, conference finals on Thursday, also at Coon Rapids, 3 p.m. And then guess what? Just like Spring Lake Park, they're in the 5AA prelims and hopefully the finals at Hamlin.
It's that time of year where the schedule graphics get similar.
Playoff heavy.
Playoff heavy.
Yeah, it's playoff time. Girls golf.
Same deal. Same deal with girls golf, starting with Spring Lake Park. They're at Bunker Hills for the conference tournament. 3A sectional play. Day 1 is Tuesday the 26th, and day 2 is Thursday the 28th. You get that day of rest in between day 1 and 2.
That's key.
That is key.
And Blaine, what he said. Just right there. You just read that. Same thing.
Centennial, same thing. Right there. Bunker Hills, the Lynx at North Fork for those 2 sectional days. Sectional golf tournaments are always fun. I never did very well in them, but it's always kind of a fun atmosphere.
You were in high school golf?
Oh, yeah. Oh. I was the 7th guy on the 7-man team because they needed 7 guys to fill it out. And so I had some big first day numbers at section tournaments in my day. Never saw the second day.
Big numbers as like high, as in not
the
good
wrong
for
way
golf?
for golf.
Okay.
Yeah, big numbers.
Better than I would have done, for sure.
Good memories, though.
Spring Lake Park boys golf, very similar, as they've got at Bunker Hills, 11:30 a.m. Thursday. If you can make it out there 11:30 a.m. Thursday, watch some golf at Bunker Hills. And then, you know what? Play a few. Why not? Go for it.
And if you do make it out there to watch them play golf, you're one up on the people from my high school because I never had anybody come out and watch me play golf, which is probably a good thing. Same deal, Bunker Hills. I hope they're used to Bunker Hills because they've got that for the conference tournament and the sectional tournament for Blaine.
Yep. Centennial, same thing. That's right there. I'll watch you play golf.
I'm actually better now, like most things. You know, I was just not a great athlete in high school, but you know, confidence-wise, I'm a little better.
Good.
Yeah. At 28, if I went out there against those high school kids, I could really, I could probably make day 2 of the section tournament now.
All right, now slow down. You're talking like Aaron Hedrick now. Just ease up on it.
That was, I want to see him play lacrosse still. Maybe there's a segment in the works. Can you beat Aaron Hedrick?
Yeah, that's what we should do.
Fill in the sport.
Yeah, we should just have a 2-minute segment each week where Aaron Hedrick takes on a high school athlete at their given sport.
Yep.
And see what happens. I'd love to see that.
I would too.
North Metro TV coverage games where you don't have to see Aaron Hedrick play. We've got playoffs. We'll be out there today. Irondale versus Spring Lake Park. That'll be happening at 3:45 p.m. today. We'll have that game for you both on our channel, North Metro TV Channel 15, on our website, and have highlights for you next week. And then we're hoping to be able to do playoff baseball on Friday. And then playoff lacrosse the next week. It's playoff time.
It is. And they're exciting games. Very, very exciting games. And then we'll have lacrosse coming up. And
yep. Speaking of lacrosse and exciting, our athlete of the week.
John Hickey.
John Hickey.
Of the tournament comment from earlier. John Hickey, 4 goals, 1 assist. He has been on fire, and he had a hat trick in that game against Centennial. He's the Blaine Junior, and
he's good at lacrosse.
He's good at lacrosse. He can beat Aaron Hedrick no matter what Aaron might say.
Yeah,
he's good at lacrosse.
That'll be a good first. He's standing up and he's looking in here now.
Yeah, he's mad. So he's angry. But again, he'll be key if they want to make a run in the section tournament for the Blaine Bengals.
Absolutely. You
talking about John Hickey first? John Hickey, not Aaron. No.
Yeah.
Aaron's going to be key in a Maranatha baseball run through the sections.
Yeah, as he helps coach their team. And he's key in North Metro TV sports playoff coverage too, so he'll be very key for us. Yeah. All right, so you can go out and check out our website. You look like you have something to say.
Plays of the week? I mean, are you ready for that? Or
I'm ready.
You ready for plays of the week?
Let's do this.
It's all lacrosse all the time.
Yeah.
Plays
give
of the week.
Give people what they want.
Yeah, I mean, you said it. People around the globe tend to tune in and turn on our lacrosse matchups throughout the year.
Top
Don't know
plays.
why. It's not because of me. Top plays.
Number 3, boys lacrosse, Cougars and Bengals. Blake Manning scoring the goal to open it up. Hey, remember when the Cougars led in that game?
It was right then.
That was then.
For
Blake
about
Manning's
another minute.
goal. Numero tres.
Cougars had the lead for a little longer time on the girls' version of this, but the Bengals still got the better of them. And Gabby Rosenthal, right there, just the under. You'll see it again. That wasn't.
Why did she get pet afterwards?
Yeah,
I
it was a strange celebration, but it was also a strange and yet outstanding goal. Nails it with the little underhand scoop shot. That helped put the Bengals up for good, and that is our number 2 play of the week.
And our top play going back to boys lacrosse. Again, Blaine and Centennial. Nice move here by Gerads. Open himself up. Nice pivot. With a spin. Slam it. And it's a goal top shelf. Where, I guess, you hide your keys.
It's not even, and in the peanut butter? No, that's not fair when you can go bottom shelf and then top shelf. I mean, that's what makes lacrosse
Where is
tough.
this going? Yeah, you can't do that in hockey. Not nearly as easily as you can lacrosse. Yeah. So that's fun. Go and support your teams. Go to our website.
Yep.
Go support your local community television station, North Metro
Definitely
TV.
do that.
NorthMetroTV.com. New website coming. We were told it's coming in March, so I'm sure it's there.
March of 2016.
I haven't looked in the last couple of months, but it's got to be there. 2016, definitely by 2017.
Definitely. By episode 33 of next season,
yes,
you'll see some changes.
Yeah, and when it's a record episode next week, we'll celebrate.
And we'll dance.
Yeah. All right, go and support your teams. Go Bengals.
Go Cougars.
Go Panthers. That's what.
Go
oh,
clear
that's
your
what it
throat.
says on the note. It says go Panthers.